Liquid's turn to ban. Team Secret's turn to ban. Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to ban.
Hello, hello. Ready for a game number 2? A little bit of a breather. So that's what happens, you know, get some coordinator issues. It's fine. Everything's back. And we move ourselves into game number 2. So we thought maybe things would be a little bit different. So far, same heroes are all still available. And it'll just come down to Liquid having the first pick and how they want to open this one up.
Yeah. You talk about the little break there. I think everybody needed a little bit of time to relax after that last game. It was a little bit nuts, a little bit kooky, a little bit crazy. Team Liquid, of course, ended up being able to take it in the end with an Alchemist and a lot of other heroes there as well. But this time around, they're going to take the Lone Druid for themselves. So switching positions and wanting to take it. I don't know about you. I had time to eat an avocado, drink some water. Everybody stay hydrated out there.
Oh, yeah.
Grab anything.
Ready for this? Yeah, I guess not too surprising that they opt into the bear. So we've seen them play it a couple times themselves. I guess we're assuming it'll be Matamba Man again. And they have switched up the lanes before too, willing to send Matamba Man into the mid. Seems to be the place they tend to prefer it. And maybe give Miracle something of a little bit of a harder carry.
Oh, are they going to do it? Is it clockwork time?
Well, we saw Liquid go SF Dazzle the other day. And I thought that was a pretty strong opener. And then it is also Puppy Squad. Pretty big fan of the Dazzle himself, so could see it, but you're quite right. Could just go right into the clockwork, and then you still have the option of sending it off lane or into just a position 4 support role.
Reserve time. Liquid's turn to pick.
Okay, I guess Pilot Eye felt it was pretty strong in the last game. Has the attack speed, effectiveness against the Lone Druid, has long range, maybe able to catch out him sniping away in the back lines, and the dual off-lane pressure to do a ton of work and completely shut down Matamba Man in the first game. So we'll see what sort of a pairing they'll have. Could work very nicely with that clockwork as well. I'm sure it'll probably warrant a ban from Liquid, just so we don't get that big jump start into the mid lane.
Team Secrets.
I was gonna say if they took the clockwork though, then they probably just go for the Rubik, who's one of those supports that's really good up against it. And now, I guess it's a little bit less advantageous, I suppose, for Secret to head in towards that clockwork. But option's still there. Rubik, nice support in the situation, trying to stop Shadow Fiend getting off his ultimate, can get some pretty sick steals too, and then Ice Path is the god tier steal from Jakiro. It's right up there with Fisher, two of the best spells in the entire game. The nice low cooldown as well from Ice Path, being able to chuck it out in those higher levels every 9 seconds with no cast animation.
Team Secrets turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
I would guess that's probably what that's what Liquid's been doing. So they have to have it at least in mind. But safe lane or mid could be the option for them. I do like the Omni removal here from Team Liquid. We already seen Omni Shadow Fiend once today, and it worked out pretty damn well. That was untouchable. Or did they? I can't remember. Did they win or lose that game? They won that game. Did they lose that game? They lost that game. It's been a long 4 days, guys. I'm sorry. Apologies.
Nah.
Liquid's turn to ban. Team Secret's turn to pick.
And GH getting heavily focused down here. All these bans. Ends up being all 4. StarLadder, Coddle, Shaker. That's disappointing. I liked his
10
Shaker. I thought he
seconds
played that very
remaining.
nicely.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Pudge.
Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Spirit Breaker.
Team Secret's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Imba Spirit.
Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Bat Rider!
Team Secret's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Liquid's turn to ban. Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Sniper.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Dark Seer.
Ten seconds remaining.
Mind control over the inside Team Liquid, but two standouts I think for this game probably going to be Kuro. Actually, I kind of figured it would be GH on the
Prepare for battle.
Spirit Breaker, but looks like they're going to trade up. I think the last time we did end up getting Kuro because he was wearing
Right.
a signature set on the Rubik, but this time puppy.
All right, they
Spot
spot each
effect GH left.
He needs to be careful not to get clipped. There's one spot here. Oh wait, no, that's actually taken away as well. I forgot that this one wasn't that anymore. But they are going to be able to get the pullback now, and Puppy maybe in some trouble. Kuro gonna chase after him, butt heads a little bit. Rest of the side of Secret is coming in now, so they are gonna have to back out.
Let's see if GH probably just going to run home. Seems like a lot of HP to try and regen his way back through, and yeah, he's just running back. Doesn't want to waste a shrine or anything here, and not going to be necessary. They're not going to end up contesting the rune, it seems.
Keizu gonna take a second to himself, figure out what he wants to do in this lane here as the movement over. It also does feel like there's a strong possibility you just see Pudge head back over here and jungle out, try to get his levels up, and eventually be able to make a rotation with more there. I would be a little bit surprised if we didn't see him do this little pull on the medium camp. Or rather, not pull, but farming the medium camp.
Yeah, he's going to do something with that rot level 1. Just typically Pudges, they grab their rot, try and get a little bit of harass in the lane, either zone out the off laner, or just head over to a small camp, get a little bit of work done that way. And we are all good to go. So nothing too surprising here.
Yeah, any item pickups that are weird? Bat Rider has a ton of Ironwood branches. That's fine. We got people reconnecting to the game. Bat Rider and Spirit Breaker duel off lane, facing off against the tri-lane that we have. What do you think about the Ember Spirit in the safe lane and sticking it? Like, is this style of Ember different at all from what we normally see?
Still builds in the same stuff. So it's nothing too crazy. The levels, lacking levels kind of hurts the Ember Spirit, of course. He's not nearly as effective early, but he will tend to get maybe a little bit more gold, a little bit more space, less risk of dying. I think we'll probably see GH come back down bottom too, just because Lone Druid doesn't really need help. Tubman should be fine. And so there's really not that much for him to do up there early as the Rubik. Could possibly go and pressure our mid, and assuming that they're going to try and zone the sniper back a little bit too, and make sure that the first last hits will be heading over to mid 1. GH's starting spot should be important.
They're going for the wraparound right now. Mind control is going to be here, and suddenly MP realizes that they're going for the charge now. Coming in, this will be a lot of stacks of sticky napalm onto MP. They take the bounty rune as well off the back of it, but the chains gives them enough room to back out of there. Easy bounty runes.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got back in time to actually be there for the contest.
I was going to say this, actually. The shrines inside the base have actually started off before the 0 mark, which is kind of weird.
I hadn't factored that one in, so... Well, here's our 2 supports just coming mid. As one would suspect, each looking to bully the other.
Yeah. Puppy gonna do his best here. Knows Miracle that he's only level 1, and actually takes the 1-point headshot just to try and make sure that Puppy doesn't get too close to him. There ends up being an easy kill there. You see these lanes working out as far as advantage is concerned.
I'm just noticing GH is up here. He's getting some stacks ready. Wants a little bit of extra farm in his jungle here. I'm just going to make sure that Batrider has a good start to his game. Kuro, maybe he'll have some difficulties trying to find the levels to be effective. In terms of lanes, Shadow Fiend generally considered pretty vulnerable to something like the Spirit Breaker. And Shrapnel Harass can always wear him down.
Ooh. Takes a lot of damage there. He's going to be forced to pop the salve. So Miracle 1 salve up on him, but Puppy got in to help. Do his best.
Yeah, just gotta be cautious about when Puppy gets level 2 as well. I imagine he'll want to stick around, grab it, and then go for a play on Sniper. But he'll leave early and hand it all over to his Shadow Fiend. Look at good support. Instead, take his talents bottom.
Here we go. GH, a little bit unfortunate there. The ancient creep that he went for the pull for died, so wasn't able to actually get the complete pull through. The way that I've seen it has actually been back and around this direction. I haven't seen it go the other way where it runs by the tower.
Yeah, you can get both, depending on where you chuck it. Pilot Eye, charged up, 6 stacks.
He is going to end up going down. A lot of damage being dealt out. So first blood drawn by Mind Control. Had a good game last time and shaping up to be another one here as well.
Great start to fire. Puppy, he's a little bit busy over here with some neutrals as well as GH, who has an Invis rune getting him out. And leaves it pretty free for Kuro Mind Control to make that dive. So that's going to help Kuro get him to level 2. He's going to have his bash. And once he's a little bit of mana, we might see him focus on into mid. There's a wrap here from GH.
Oh, and they actually did spot this. Pudge saw him walking by the Sentry, and so might realize that he was going to Shadow Fiend. Yeah.
Yes, that is true.
Puppy goes over, makes sure that Shadow Fiend's going to be okay as well, and this GH gank can still work, but mid 1 is playing it safe for now. No mana either, so can't even throw out raises.
Oh, that's nice. Puppy's going to deliver the bottle too, just to make sure. There's shenanigans from an Invis Rubik. Maybe not sure just how long the duration was.
He's actually going to walk up now, try and go after Miracle, looking for the hook out, and a little bit off the mark there. Going to rod at him aggressively also. You get the lift back in the meantime. GH taking a lot of damage from this one, able to pull him back in a way. Puppy, they get the last hit. Miracle picks up kill onto Puppy.
Yeah, rolling the dice a little bit there. And Puppy not going to come out on top. And they will all just shrine up. Things looking pretty good. Other lanes haven't paid too much attention to these ones, but Kezu's doing as you expect. Plenty of iron shells up against this lone druid, but the bear's so tanky. You're relatively okay until the levels start to add up, and this is where it's coming in level 4, and then level 5 is where it gets really brutal, and the bear has a hard time going up against multiple iron shells, so you typically just ferry it home and back. Try and stabilize yourself up against it. Plus, Kezu's out of mana, has to go Shrine. This was his big hero when he first came into the competitive scene, too. He's spamming all kinds of darks here. Well versed on it, and mid 1 trouble mid.
Man, they are not letting up on this one. He is getting so built back in there, and are going to be able to find that kill. And here on the high ground, could have run into Puppy, which might have been a second kill. But this early on, the fact that tower is being pressured this much, the catapult's going to be hitting it. Kuro can soak up some of that damage. Maybe going to look for a hook here. Strong possibility for it. Actually just runs into Puppy. There's the hook back. Might be a kill. They are not going to get it. Oh, the stun from GH, but they will finally find him. So it was a chance to get away, but it's not quick enough on the Spirit Breaker.
Man, not sure what happened.
Dire's top tower
I don't think he didn't connect with the stun, right?
The Rubik?
No, the Spear Breaker stun.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just trying to dodge a hook or something that could have been coming in. But either way, Puppy still has his Arcane Rune. And he... Oh, this is a nice little bait from MP. Got him.
Ooh, well played. They still have the Spear Breaker charging in, and it might end up being a double kill if they're not careful.
Be close.
Oh, damage being dealt. They are going to be able to take down one, so Puppy ends up falling. They also take down MP. GH, 2 kills for him. So Arcane Boots already online for this guy.
Crazy how much damage you seem taking just from the Firefly on the ground with all those stacks of napalm. I guess it's pretty rare to see someone get up to 8 stacks and level 3 in it from mind control too.
Oh. That is very, very scary, and now GH is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Again, they found him, and they're going to be able to get the lift back, pulling in MP. This is a terrible little combination that's come out from them, and he is going to get the salve broken, and he ends up falling. Mind control picks up the kill, still taking tower aggro and able to switch it away for the moment, taking damage. Oh, he didn't actually switch it away. He falls to the tower, but GH is on a killing spree, so Rubik kicks up for it. He's the new offlaner, apparently.
Yeah, look at the net worth chart.
That's crazy.
That's
oh my god.
4 Dire Heroes. Oh, there it is. 4 Dire Heroes on top.
Well, they are going to be able to bring back Miracle in the meantime, and it looks like the Ice Path trying to keep him back. Kuro wants to be able to find this kill. Puppy in mid one so low, but not going to die.
Game is saved.
GH is walking for it. They're going to go to the shrine. Yeah, it's going to be Pylai first. So they're expecting the rest of them to show up and might be able to threaten mid one back and away. They go for the shrine, can't find the kill. There's the lift out, and all of this gold that was going into GH coffers turns back around and goes into mid one now.
Well, so much for that. Well, at least this game we're not having a very one-sided opener. No 8-0, but it's still plenty of action. Another lasso down bottom.
Oh. Now mid one will escape from that.
Not quite there. Nicely done.
Now, 13 kills in 7 minutes. They are certainly sparing no expense and going for it continuously.
GH getting up to level 6 is going to be very scary for Secret here. Pilot Eye, he has the Ice Path already. He's not going for any of those 2-0-2 builds. So GH should be keeping his eye open for that one.
They're pressuring this tower quite heavily, and I mean, pretty nice if they could just manage to take it down this early, but not sure if it's going to end up happening or not. You do have Pudge coming back in. If they happen to hit an Ice Path first, a hook definitely take them down. Very
Good
tough
sentry
situation.
from Puppy. Catches that ward in behind, so this might help alleviate some of the pressure down here. And maybe even MP to return. He's been jungling for a bit, get himself a bounty rune. And just looking towards that veil.
And in the meantime, the lane that we haven't talked about a ton, Matumba Man as well as Keizo have been top marks in terms of CS, and also very far up there in terms of net worth as a whole. A little bit further behind, but the end of the world. Puppy. Oh, nice little flame break. Pushing him back. They have the charge, and he's going to go for the hook, pulling him back in, and there's going to be the flaming lasso used as well as assassinate, not to kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it does end up being a steal on the rot. Not able to quite grab the hook there, but alright, for GH, they shrine up, and they just want to keep on going. Mind control feeling very strong right now. Just his tranquil boots. Just feels like he can just dive endlessly down bottom to help the Spirit Breaker.
God, yeah, Pylai died. I mean, they're going to throw out the Ice Path and could potentially steal it here for GH. Has been able to take it, turn it back around against them. No, it's just the chains instead, but still going to do a good bit of damage. Secret coming in force. They punish that dive.
It takes 4 heroes, but they will drive them out. Firefly still long enough to... Oh, search forward, Puppy. Oh,
dodge.
Oh, nice juke.
Oh, mind control. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. Secret really good
left
reaction.
alone.
Middle tower is under attack.
Stuff's just been farming away, so Miracle's gonna grab his tower.
Very hard at all for this guy, and the double Wraithband build with brown boots. Just wanting to get whatever damage he can out early as they dive
Smoking
yet
up.
again.
Yeah, they're gonna come pressure bottom too. And see if they can find... Oh, wow, this Ember Spirit, too. Yeah, doesn't look like they'll be able to find him. They'd love to get a peek at him, though. Yeah, he's on his way back to Fountain.
Oh.
Shiro about to get ultied. And Fade bolted, probably, if he shows his face again. Oh, man. That was so close. They were both turning towards it.
Yeah. It does still feel, though, like Liquid might think about diving this, and Secret can react in mass. You have no TP on the Shadow Fiend, though, very importantly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Remnant. MP's back there. Oh, and Rubik stole it. That's pretty great.
Well, it ends up being a rotation that won't catch anything. Not even really forcing too many movements out from the side of Secret, so... Be happy with that. Mid one moving up top. Now finally coming to maybe bully Matumba Man away from some of these creeps. He sits fairly high ahead on that net worth with actually our Bat Rider leaping up over the Shadow Fiend thanks to some of these camps that have been stacked into this jungle over time. And Mind Control's almost into a Blink Dagger for himself. So Matumba Man, we'll see if he keeps following the path of most of our lone druids, spending the majority of his time punching neutrals, pushing waves, and not really joining into team fights. Offering very much until, honestly, posts like Dragonlance, Maelstrom. I feel like we see them in like one fight and then they have Mjolnir.
Yeah.
So not a lot of impact from these lone druids in the games that we've been watching.
Well, now with
that is.
As well, you're going to be able to chip down the towers pretty consistently. The Kuro pick with the Spear Breaker, oh, we'll have to hold that thought. The triple Remnant forward, they're going to be able to take down one, but well, that is going to be the jump away by GH Miracle. They're going to lift him, trying to get the stun. It's pretty nice, but still Keizu is going to continue the chase. They're going to surge forward. MP getting body blocked by Puppey for the moment, and GH actually able to Remnant away a second time, so combination keeps them alive, and Puppey assassinate, barely left alive. 100 HP, top lane. Matumba Man kills off Pilot with a little bit of help from Mind Control's Link reveal.
Oh, GH with the jukes. Dodging out the Remnant. Or rather, with the Remnant.
And now Kuro just wants to punch mid one time in the face. Head out away.
So in the end, Liquid end up with the tower. Some pretty big saves there onto Miracle as well. Make sure he won't go down. Happy times, big rotations from Secret. They are not farming creeps at the current moment. And mid one, despite being on top, is still pretty poor.
Look at GH right now. He is not afraid. This is pretty sure a very dead Rubik as well.
He's got one more Remnant. Yeah, that would have been a pretty great escape considering there's still some left on MP there.
Yeah. Kuro in the meantime, already taken down all of the tier 1 towers from the Radiant. Team Secret spawned at some point, and for you, is it just a matter of like trying to find hooks? Is that kind of their only reprieve?
Feels like the Veil is the big moment they're searching for. Just waiting for that to be up, putting this level 4 Ion Shell on top of the Ember, and trying to smoke up and move into them.
Dire's middle tower is under
Perhaps
attack.
the next tower that gets focus in here from the Dire side that could try towards that. It's at a point now where they probably understand that with the towers down, Secret are going to start getting deeper and deeper, much like Kuro is right now, so he probably can hit this hook.
Oh, nicely done. And that's going to be a fix as well. So,
Grab.
Finding whatever they can. Secret have definitely been responding well over the past couple of minutes.
But look what they've done now from the side of Liquid. This is perfect for their game. They have ward there, ward there, ward there. So they can now make it so that Secret can't split up and just try and farm the map by themselves. Try and pressure in with Kuroki. And although he goes down at that moment, now they just want to roam around, and I'd hope to see the Lone Druid at least occupying this area, so perhaps he can join in a few more engagements than we've at least been seeing, because he is super strong right now, and they don't have that many ways to get right at him.
Well, and compare the vision that they have on the side of Liquid to what Secret do. They're playing completely blind, and they're going to jump forward, find MP. Puppey is going to look for a hook here, might be able to find it, but not quite in range to pull him back in. So Ember goes down, and God, right before Veil as well, he was able to buy it, thankfully. Still.
Yeah, having the Remnant can't really save you if they combo up the lasso and then the fear just like that, and Kuroki just spawned out, so that ward will be de-awarded.
Being said, they take down the tower up in the top lane. Pylai Dai doing quite good job of pushing those lanes out, and it's like Liquid are here to stay at least for a moment. The rest of Secret is going to move in for a smoke. Shadow Fiend shows up as well. Liquid going to back out. They do not want to take a fight right now, just trying to pressure the lanes and...
Oh no. Alright, well, I'll throw down a sentry and let the creeps just kill the ward, but Courier came out, so they would have known they were smoked up anyway.
Well,
So we'll see if they want to try and pressure mid with this Veil.
yeah, they also have an Invis rune on Puppy right now, or rather Smoke on Puppy. They spot out Miracle and gonna be able to pull him back in. Nicely done there. Where's the rest of his team though? There is no, oh, actually he has a Force Staff. Miracle's gonna be able to get out of that one. Now the TP's rotations start to come. Throw there. There's gonna be the ulti onto him. Assassinate coming in as well. And they find that kill. By the way, that is GH's Macro Pyre.
Really great game to go for the Force Staff first, not only just because of the Pudge, but if he ends up getting rooted down, being able to, or as allies as well, I suppose, but you know, get yourself away from there as they head over to the shrine, heal up.
All right, and potentially a big pick here. We're going to see if Mind Control can find somebody. MP there as well as mid one. They jump onto him. They're on top of it. GH also is going to be able to have the follow-up lift here if they want to go for it, but spotting the rest of the heroes back, they're not going to try and dive. Assassinate is the kill, though. Oh, can't believe Miracle got that off. I thought he remnanted away in time.
Yeah, that was a surprising successful gank, considering the fact that he had no remnants placed down.
Oh, and Puppy, they vacuum wall back in on top of the Ice Blast and Micropyre. A ton of damage being dealt out. Kuro is going to fall. Mind Control manages to escape with that one, but man, that was quite the combo.
And well, at least they get one back onto Kuro. But everything, again, this Lone Druid, he just takes your tier 2 top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not a good sign for Secret. He's so rich, 9,500 gold. Credit as well, though, to mid one. He is very rich too, considering his situation in the mid lane. He's now 800 gold, up ahead of Miracle. They're really giving him all the space they can here on the Radiant. These wards are going to start to spawn him out even more. If he starts to like double back here, they can start setting up for some gank plays.
They're looking for Matumba, man.
Too.
He walked back into it. Obviously had no idea, but they do have the Savage Roar already been used. No, it hasn't. So Matumba Man's going to be able to walk away for the moment. And, oh man, that is one of those heartbreaking moments where you go for this perfect yank. It almost ends up working out, but they save the Savage Roar and ignition right there. Liquid. Matumba Man's stay alive.
Yeah, now with them grouping up, GH is going to buy that smoke. Last has been on cooldown, or rather off cooldown for quite a while now. So Mind Control may even get a little bit antsy, like, alright guys, come on. I want to go kill someone. What this hero's good for. So we'll see if they can eye someone up on the wards here. Try and get a charge started. They see Shadow Fiend, they know he's in here. Could make a smoke play down there. In fact, they can see him sitting there. Yeah. GH pinging it like, guys, want to kill mid one? Looks pretty fun.
It does feel a little bit tough, though, considering he's going to be moving around. They'll know where he's probably headed as moves over towards the Ancients. No movement from all of them as of yet, though. Just hanging out. That's the Hurricane Pike completed, and now the charge forward. They don't quite manage to catch and kill the Ember.
Yeah, almost there with the Blink Lift, but not quite. A bit of reprieve now. For Team Secret. Liquid's acceleration on the gold will be halted a bit here.
Oh.
But Matumba Man's, his is not. He is still just getting so many creeps.
And this constant pressure. I mean, Puppy is going to try and kill off the bear, but it was just never meant to happen. And now you can really start amping up the pressure here. I would be very scared right now if I was Team Secret.
Top lane.
Blink Dagger.
Yeah, Mind Control is just like sitting on MP. It's like, get out of here. Will run to DD Pilot Eye. Give it to him.
Shakiro does a lot of damage. He needs to be slightly careful about this, but no way to break the TP as of yet. This does mean that there's no Bat Rider with them on this push, so could be a decent fight for Secret. KZU going to walk into the midst of this. Vacuum wall still, but no Blink Dagger as of yet. God, this dual sniper, though. Look at this. Pudge can't even hook him.
No. Nice use of the Matumba Man Bear.
Very, very tough game from this point forward for Team Secret. Liquid have just not looked back, really, and building towards that 10k net worth lead, right around 6,000 experience. I don't really feel like there's much in the way of ways out of this for Secret, outside just trying to fight and hit those hooks.
feel like Miracle should be able to ride the Spirit Bear, because it doesn't do anything when Matama Man is this like sniper kind of a bear, and you know they're kind of like sniper friends now.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a dwarf. Look at him just hobbling around. He's so slow. 35 move speed. Matama Man is so fast, and now he's a BKB. So this is that defensive item before the Mjolnir. It didn't work out too well the last time we saw it. However, in this game, his opponents aren't really that farmed. They don't have the best defensive items up for themselves, so going for the full Mjolnir not necessarily going to be needed. And Hook, well, heads in the pit, but doesn't find the bear. So they're going to start eyeing up Roche. Maybe another round of wards could come out here from the side of Liquid. They've got one observer on Kuroki. Relatively fresh one down at the bottom rune. Currently scouting out the movement of mid one, seeing him farming some ancients. And that might tempt them into Roche. I'll have to see. Depends on which way he goes. And now Puppy's seen. And he's heading into their jungle. So they could turn this into Roche, but they're actually going to smoke him and try and find a quick pick up top first. Kezu, Iron Shelling. Ah, he just flame guarded.
Yeah.
Kezu might know. Flame, you know what I mean.
Radiant's courier has
Flame
been
break.
Breaky. They kill off that courier.
Ooh, that
Ulti
was-
did as well.
under attack.
That was the completed butterfly for Shadow Fiend. A really unfortunate miss there. They vacuum in by Keizu. Wanted to try and push out this creep wave, but that does mean that Rubik steals away Ion Shell now, and a great spell to throw on top of Kuroki here. 2 heroes mid. Could definitely think about fighting on this one. They have such a huge advantage in terms of damage currently.
I can't believe they got that Butterfly. That hurts me. You're rushing Dragonlance into Butterfly, and then you lose the components.
Yeah.
Very painful for mid one right now.
I mean, it's
Especially
what
that
he needs
evasion.
too.
Like, he needs that so bad if he wants to be in these fights.
There's the hook, looking for it, not able to find it. Puppy not quite there on time and needed that extra little bit of range. They get the Flaming Lasso back in. It's going to pull him back in wall onto 3. Not bad with the Ice Path, a little bit on the later side though, and Matama forced to jump away. They are going to be able to get the lift on the Shadow Fiend on the other side, but already tearing through him. Bat Rider is gone, but so is Shadow Fiend. Now the chase. Keizu ends up dying to the assassinate, but and looking for more. Kuroki never gonna stop chasing down Pile Die, and well, is gonna end up falling there. Ion Shell on top of Matumba Man. MP, can he hold this alone? He is gonna be able to not quite take down Kuroki. Oh, they get the lift back. He would love to be able to get it, but Kuroki charges through, and somehow he lives. Oh, that stings.
Man, it looked like Mind Control was overcommitting. He was so close to being ulted there by Puppy, but he went for the perfect 4-step right over the head, so the turn rate of Puppy couldn't catch him. And he was able to get that lasso on top, pull him in, and despite all like the chaos that Mind Control was creating, it looked like it wasn't even going to end up too well for him because he just gets vacuumed and walled by Kezu. It doesn't matter because Miracle and Matoma Man are just on these sidelines, peeping away into the mid one, and you could really see it that fight, not having that butterfly, so painful. So a nice courier snipe from Kuroki ends up paying off, I would say, like more than you honestly ever see.
Yeah.
Like, it's rare that it's that valuable in the next engagement.
Well, and Rubik also being able to get there in the lift onto the Shadow Fiend. Like, it looked for a second as if Shadow Fiend was going to be able to out DPS the lone druid, but those couple of seconds up in the air, they took him down, and everybody's so low by the end of that fight. Puppy here might be able to get a hook onto Miracle, waiting for it. Oh! Yeah. One hurts. I don't know if he would have been able to kill him anyways. There weren't enough people around, and still have that force staff for sniper. Hurricane Pike.
Now Mind Control's back into his favorite item, at least from what I can tell. The Aghanim Scepter on the Bat Rider. This time even before Yule's Scepter. But it's been a real treat to see him picking this up so much lately in our games. I don't know if I've seen a double yet though, to be honest.
Oh,
He can get one here for sure though.
Assassinate, they pull him back in. There's the vacuum ball. It's so much damage though. The Ice Path on top of all of them. Kuro is gonna fall. Mind Control just sitting in it. They have lost the Shadow Fiend though, and well, with Miracle they're hitting away, it might still be enough. In spite of the terrible, terrible fight that looked like for Liquid, they end up pulling it out ahead. They're just too far ahead. It's too much. 15,000. And there's the butterfly. Great timing. Jeez.
You know what's gonna be really gross is if they go and kill this tower up top. I really want to watch this.
Yeah. I think it's gonna happen.
Surprised Matuma Man's even. Well, this is just gonna be more DPS.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Two heroes, 24 minutes in. Force a buyback.
That is a problem and a half. So, the lift up, the back out. And you see that Puppy is just looking for a miracle again, just 4-step away maybe, is going to 4-step to the high ground, and Mind Control keeps his buddy alive. They're out of there. MP going to connect with the chains. They might end up getting a nice charge. Actually, doesn't have charge right now. Spearburger. Nice. They do find the hook eventually. Glimmer Cape came out. Rubik does steal hook, though. Big moment. And Roshan is up and online, and no miracle for 45.
Well, with the racks down, I'm sure this is very tempting for them. They're not looking towards it. Do you have a Triceratops in the river right now? The Dire Ancients?
Oh, yeah.
Down there?
What?
I don't know. Maybe he got hooked or vacuumed or something. But it must be some sort of a bug with the spawn box.
That's an interesting one. Is it just gonna chase him forever, or what happens?
This guy's stuck back here too. That's pretty funny. You can like farm it from down in the river.
Oh, well, they're messing around with that, though. The vacuum wall back onto Matumba Man. He is CKB trying to run away from them. Oh, a really big combo, though. Look at all of the damage coming through. 3 people caught in the charge. They take them all down. Liquid showing no mercy. Secret, from bad to worse.
Oh,
they're going to hook them back in. Oh, jeez. Pile die.
Man, if you could pick 2 cores to have with you as a Bat Rider with Lasso and the Agnum Scepter, it's probably these guys. You just grab 2 heroes and the fight's over. As long as you're these snipers are not caught up in some sort of crowd control, life is totally fine. Oh man, gonna get himself an Aegis. Oh, actually hand it over to Miracle. Notice his empty slot as well. I suppose, you know, much more defensive from a Matumba Man having that bear.
Yeah. And Rubik, GH to me has been standing out as a better and better player through these qualifiers. Honestly, he's been playing in some ways better than like most of the other players on his teams in some of these games. Got to keep an eye on this guy going forward.
Yeah, he was someone everyone was very excited to see get into the professional scene, and certainly showing up as to what was expected. And enjoying a lot of his performances. His Earthshaker, I think, was pretty cool too. It seems the way that he has that impact in the early game is very rare to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe next time making that hero pretty pleasurable to watch lately.
Absolutely. And as this game goes on, 20,000 net worth. Secret really needs some way to build the momentum back into their favor. What would be your ideal situation here? Like, we've seen the big vacuum walls. Do they have to only take a fight outside their own base or inside their own base at this stage?
I think it's mostly just about the rat situation right now. The problem with that is that you're up against a Spirit Breaker, so it can be tough. You're up against a Bat Rider, but you don't really have much choice. MP has been severely shut down this game. Looking back, this will probably be something that they'd want to focus on, and they'd just be considering like what happened to our safe lane Ember. Why was he so poor, and how can we try to remedy that next time? Because right now he's just struggling to get into bots, and with just Blink and Veil, this is what you want. You know, 20, maybe 22 minutes into the game to actually be impactful and try and get something done. But it's just a little bit too late for him right now in that current state. So he needs to get up into that Maelstrom, a Mjolnir or a Radiance, some sort of an item. It's going to give him a little bit more impact in these fights. But Liquid are not looking to hand that over. They're in fact looking to close out their second set of racks here. That Aegis on Miracle. Large and in charge.
Now they have 8 seconds left before the P from Pudge is there, so it does look like this is going to be one of those high ground defenses that's really hard to take. They don't have any buybacks. They take out the GH. Oh, it doesn't 4-step away. Oh, Puppy got played. That ain't good at all. They're gonna get the vacuum wall back, but now Matumba Man is there. They pull in 2 heroes, mid 1 and Pili die. Yeah, all right, another hook for GH. He's just showing off at this point. It ain't good. It ain't good at all. GG just gets called. Puppy's had enough. Holy crap. That is rough. That is real rough. X. Somebody needs to call the police.
Yeah, the second game a little more decisive in terms of who you would be considering and favoring into the next matchup. This game just, man, they looked very, very strong. like the draft, the double snipers. I haven't seen anyone run it so far. I'm sure someone probably has, but I like it. It's a lot of damage, and even with just a spear breaker, like position 4, it's not like your Bat Rider was really that hero that you needed in the front line trying to create any sort of chaos or something like that. It was just enough between Kuro, very beefy, doesn't need a lot of items, one of the best starting HPs in the entire game, and then that Aghanim Scepter was actually such a sick pickup to get so early in the game, despite something like that Yule Scepter being so much more calm, and it made so much sense. Grabbing 2 heroes was the end of any fight.